Kia ora everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alana and I'm the owner of a small business called ethēra that's based here in Christchurch, New Zealand, which I started in 2025. On this channel, I talk about my journey building a business from the ground up, the wins, the challenges. I'm also going to give a summary about how March 2026 has been for ethēra and what to expect from ethēra upcoming in April. So let's get into it. A lot's happened this month, including the expo, which was ethēra's very first large event / expo. So let's talk about the expo because I think it needs its whole category. So if you watched my last video, you know that the expo has been my biggest focus for basically the whole last month. The amount of work that has gone into it behind the scenes was no joke, and that's why I didn't release a video in the past few weeks, because I've just been working so hard on it and then taking a break in the week after it, which was much needed. I've talked a little bit about making a 2-scale model of my site to plan out the layout, and I measured and practiced the whole setup in the driveway as well before the expo, which was a great decision because when you're actually there setting up on the day, it's really hard you don't want to be figuring out where everything's gonna go and figuring stuff out in real time. You want to have a plan and go and execute it. And my partner has been absolutely incredible through all of this, helping me with building all the shelving units and the display stands and all of the signage stands that I've needed, but also helping me out at the expo and other markets as well. Yeah, we ended up building the display shelves twice as well, because you only learn what's wrong after you've built things and you test them out at markets, and then you learn how to improve the design to give you exactly what you need from it, specifically for the product. We designed the display stands together, changed things on the go, iterated, and our end result was, I think, stunning. And I am really proud of what we put together for the expo as well as all the other markets. The signage was also a huge focus and took up a lot of my time. I wanted everything to be cohesive, to look professional and be eye-catching, and the goal has always been to make ethēra's stand look and feel like an established brand, which obviously it is, and to stop people in their tracks, reel customers in, and inform the customers about the product without the need for too much interaction and pouncing on them too much and scaring everyone away. And obviously there was a lot of work on the centerpiece of the display and the prize giveaway for the expo that I did. So it was a giant candle in a beautiful decorative bowl that was in the shape of a New Zealand power shell. It was a really fun idea that I got to execute, and I think it really drew people in, because I was able in the week leading up to the expo to create all of this content as I was making the prize giveaway. And then I was able to release it as reels and advertise that to the local communities so that people knew that I was going to be showcasing at the expo. I think it really drew people in. I think it's something that you can't just buy off a shelf, which is the vibe that I was going for. And I drew a winner on the Monday right after the expo, and she was delighted with the candle and sent me a really nice email to thank me afterwards. So it's a really great feeling to give back to the community as well. So yeah, the expo was a lot of planning, designing, building, and a lot of late nights and a lot of work, but I think it showed. So just to summarize what ethēra got up to in March was full of markets and events. It's the start of autumn here in the Southern Hemisphere. Weather on the whole has, especially on the weekends, has been pretty good. So ethēra's focus in March has been to get out there into the community as much as possible, do all the markets before winter starts kicking in, do our first expo, as well as other events, get a bunch of brand exposure and recognition, and work with the community and get direct feedback. Let's get into the nitty-gritty of the wins and the challenges over this past month and all of the events that we've showcased at. So win number one was the coverage that ethēra got at the expo. So that's the biggest win. The expo was massive. There were probably about 10,000 or more people that walked through the doors over the course of the event. And ethēra was there with a stand, a display, and products that I am so proud to stand behind and I'm really excited about. Win number two was the positive feedback that we got, both at the expo and the markets. So we've been taking our new displays and stands to the markets and the expo, and the feedback that we've got from the community about the display, the presentation, the packaging, the branding is just really, really nice. People have been complimenting the way it looks, commenting on how professional it looks, and just connecting with the brand. I want people to see and to feel that ethēra is a brand that they can trust and love and get behind. And the products themselves got incredible feedback too, so I'm just so proud. And win number three for March was the Pride Market. We also did Pride Market this month, which I was really excited about. ethēra and I are very proud Pride allies, and it's just incredible that ethēra had the opportunity to showcase to the Ōtautahi LGBTQ+ community. Financially, it also went reasonably well for ethēra, especially considering Aotearoa's economic condition right now, which we will dive into in just a sec. But it was such a beautiful event. The vibes were awesome. The day was beautiful. It was sunny and hot, and the people that I met there are just so gorgeous. So if you're watching this, I'd love to be your friend. And no, I'm not joking. Challenge number one, the world and Aotearoa's economy. This is such a hard time for a small business, especially one that is starting out right now. As you all know, the economic climate right now is really, really tough. Petrol prices, gas prices, fuel prices are soaring through the roof, and Aotearoa is heading into a whole new recession thanks to worldwide wars and tensions right now. With winter on its way as well, people knowing that their power bills are going to be skyrocketing very shortly, and with the cost of fuel rising, people are just not spending money. And all local businesses and other stall holders at markets are feeling this. Sales are down, and it's not just for me. I obviously talk to other stall holders while I'm at the markets, and I'm slowly getting to know the community as I bump into them over and over again. And I don't actually need to talk to the stall holders. You can see it without talking to them. Market attendance is still high. People are still coming out to these events, which is great. They are still looking around, which is great, but you can see that there are no sales happening or less sales happening. You can see that people are being a lot more careful with where their money is going and what they're spending their money on. And that's completely understandable. I get it. Other stall holders get it. We're doing the same thing in our personal lives as well. But here's the issue. Venues are charging more rent, cost of goods keep going up, so markets are charging higher stall fees. And these stall fees just keep going up. Sales aren't happening, sales are coming down, so the math is just not working out pretty quickly. So this month, I'm on to now the second large event where I have not been able to cover my stall fees, let alone my time or expenses of getting there and being there. Overall, ethēra is still not at a profitable stage, even when I do make money at the markets. So losing money to spend my weekend at markets and away from my family is just making things so much harder for ethēra. A lot of stall holders that I've spoken to are making the call to stop doing these bigger, more expensive markets, and I'm also thinking about and getting closer and closer to making that call as well. When you're looking at high stall fees of 200, 300, 400 or more, you need to make a serious amount of sales to just break even. And right now, a lot of us just aren't hitting those numbers consistently enough to justify it. It's a really hard reality, and it's something I'm having to think carefully about as I plan out the next few months and what that's going to look like for ethēra. Which markets are actually worth going to, which ones are bringing in the right kind of customer. It's less about doing as many markets as possible and more about being more strategic and doing the right ones for me. Looking ahead to April and beyond, let's end on a bit of a high because there is still a lot to be excited about. There is still a lot that I'm excited about. April is shaping up to be a really big month for ethēra. ethēra has another expo coming up, which I'm already thinking about and planning for. And I continue working on getting weekly or monthly markets, so customers know I'm going to be at that particular one. I'm also really excited about some potential collaborations with other businesses that are currently in the works. I'll share more about that when things are more locked in, but one of my goals for ethēra is to be part of a growing community of small businesses that support each other. So this is on track with one of ethēra's goals. And probably the thing I'm most excited about, ethēra is working on extending the product range right now. So I'm hoping to have new products which might be ready to release probably towards the end of April, which would be perfect timing for Mother's Day. And the plan is to test these products out at markets and see how they do before ethēra's third big expo of the year, which is happening in June. There's a lot happening and a lot to look forward to in April. That's where ethēra's at right now. It's been a really big month. Is it easy? Absolutely not. I have highs and lows sometimes on a daily basis. The economy is definitely making things harder than I had even anticipated, but ethēra has showed up this month in a big way. We've got in front of thousands of people, made connections, got incredible feedback, and that's what matters. This is the foundation of ethēra being built right now. If you're running a small business or you're thinking about starting one, I hope this makes you feel a little bit less alone in your journey. And if you're interested in watching someone else build a small business from the ground up, please subscribe and keep watching. I appreciate you being on this journey with me so much. Bye.